Dr. Morehouse. I graduated from West High in May with the class of 2012. I'm currently enrolled at Georgia Highlands College in Cartersville, Georgia. Today was my first day back to classes after Christmas break, and while I was sitting in my World Civilization since 1500s class, I realized something with so much clarity, I felt I had to share it with you. While I was at West, I took multiple AP classes, including AP US Government, AP English Language, AP US History, and AP Micro and Macroeconomics. Every day in those classes, my classmates and I were told that the ultimate goal of these classes was, of course, to increase our knowledge and understanding of the subjects, but also to prepare us for the courses and challenges we would face in college and beyond. I understood to a degree that we were being prepared while I was taking these AP classes. Even last semester, when the workload got heavy and sometimes overwhelming, I knew how to handle it because of how I was prepared in high school. However, the impact that my AP teachers at West High had on me intellectually and academically hit me full in the face today. At the end of class, my world civics professor shut down the computer, walked around the room for a moment, and told us that he wanted to make sure we knew the purpose of his course for this semester. He proceeded to explain to us Bloom's Pyramid and the basic principles that the U.S. education system is based on. He started with memorization and comprehension, and explained that kindergarten through 12th grade is basically all formed around these two steps in the pyramid, that they are important steps of knowledge, but not entirely useful in the grand scheme of things. He explained that memorization and comprehension are not what make up the minds of the people with 6-digit salaries, and that the next two steps were the key to being successful in society. And then he moved on to the steps of analysis and application. This is when I really started listening. He explained that knowing a fact or even how it came about is not what makes a scholar. A scholar goes deeper. He said that to truly grasp the importance of something, we have to analyze it, and that not everyone's analysis will be the same, and that there is nothing wrong with that. Suddenly, I realized that I had heard all this before. I flashed back to the headaches I would have after taking one of Coach Bradley's AP US Government tests with those questions that never seemed to end. I remembered Mr. Moreland's US History FRQs that would require 4 sheets of paper to answer, or sometimes barely one depending on my preparation. I remembered Mrs. Groom's Bowen's synthesis and analysis essay questions and how jumbled my thoughts would be trying to get them down on paper, and the numerous graphs in Mr. Bays' econ class. I looked around the room today and saw the bug eyes of other students as my professor said, "You can write down every single word I say and memorize it, and you will still fail my test if you do not analyze the material." And Mr. Moreland was right when he said,
"You can't color your way out of this one."
In that moment, I understood everything that my AP teachers had said and the method behind all the madness. I am prepared for college, not only because the workload in my AP classes was heavy or because the material was a bit more difficult, although that is true. I am prepared for college because I was challenged by each of my teachers to look deeper into whatever material we were studying, to analyze it, and to figure out how it applies to my life and to society. According to my professor and Bloom's Pyramid, that is college-level thinking. However, at my high school, it was expected of me in my AP classes. We were expected to go beyond and to look deeper. I found myself up for the challenge while he was speaking, excited even, because I knew that when it gets hard, I have a strong foundation. All of this to say, I am deeply grateful for West High School. I am thankful for the passion and dedication to students that I have seen from you and from all of the teachers on staff that I have had the blessing of encountering, especially those teaching AP classes. I want you and all of the teachers to know that what you do makes a difference. It has made a difference in my life. I left West High a better individual than when I walked in, and that means the world to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are appreciated. What you do does not go unnoticed. I will always be proud to be a West High Trojan. Sincerely, Abby Golden.